Well, folks, we have yet another box. So let's take a look and see what this is. Judging by what this is, it'll probably be a box within a box type deal. But that's alright. UPS slip. Yes, here we are. Get out of the way. Here we have a Coby HD radio. This is someone basically the same as V Westlife got. The funny thing is, I've actually seen these on eBay looking for HD radios, and I never really thought about getting one until I saw V Westlife's video, saying that it really... I thought since it was Coby it would be cheap and terrible, but I'll give it a shot. I'll have to just try it out. So... mainly I got this because the Auvio HD radio I got started to develop a problem where you'd be listening to the radio on it and you'd hear cutouts randomly. It would just cut out, the audio would cut out for like maybe a half second at a time at random intervals, and that started to drive me crazy. So, and I got that Auvio HD radio for about $30 on clearance, so I wanted to get something at a similar price, and this seemed to fit the bill. And hopefully this one has a working remote control and a working AC adapter, although I'll probably replace the AC adapter anyway if they're junk. So, either way, let's take a look at what we have here. Let's open the side here. Digital quality sound, which means you get 96 kilobit streams, which is what HD radio does. Distortion-free audio. Let's open this up and take a look. So, alright, you get the AM loop antenna, some manuals and stuff. Looks like a registration card and a limited warranty card. So I might send the registration card in or something like that. Alright, get the AM loop antenna out of here. I don't plan to use this for AM, mainly because the AM stations in my area really suck. And along with that, the reception's not that great anyway, so... there you have it. Wow, is this thing small. Holy crap. Comes with this nice little remote control here. I've seen remote controls like this with a lot of players, actually. So, here's the infamous AC adapter that's supposed to suck. So, I'll try it and see if it works, but if it dies, I'll just get another one. And here we have the radio itself. Tiny little thing. It just fits in the palm of my hand. Look at that. It's really small. Alright, I have everything unwrapped. You get a pair of audio cables with it that look very much like old-fashioned audio cables do, with the little spindly connectors. Yeah, they're nice and small like they used to be back in the day. Here's the probably horrible AC adapter. Hopefully mine works, but I'm not gonna count on it. Hopefully it'll work for the for the 20 minutes that it did for V Westlife, so I can at least experiment with this and try it out. And when that doesn't work, I'll just go buy another adapter. Now here's the radio itself. On the back, you get DC input. You get headphone jack. You get line out, and you get the input for the antenna. The thing that's kind of an issue for me is that this is the FM antenna. It's just a wire like you'd find on an old alarm clock or something. That's kind of disappointing. So what that means is I'm probably going to have to, if this doesn't work well enough, I'm going to have to cut the wire and put a connector on the end of it or something so I can hook it up to a real antenna. So, yeah. We'll see how well that works. I don't have high hopes for it though. So there you have it. And there's the AM loop stick antenna. Here's the remote. Here are the options you get. Just a number pad, alarm, sleep, snooze. So I guess technically it's supposed to be somewhat of an alarm clock, but not really. It's very weird. But I intend to use it as a radio. So. Buttons feel cheap. Buttons feel like cheap membrane buttons as usual on these types of remotes. Uses a CR2025 battery, so there you have it. Well, I think we should plug this in and try it out. So let's do it.
Red Barat, bringing our session to a breathless close today. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thank you, David. Thanks for having us.
Well,
Total treat. We'll be back in a moment here on the World Cafe.
Radio seems to work. Alright, I think the next test is to see if the remote control works.
1420. Peter Frampton, B.B. King, August 10th at Trump Taj Mahal.
Hey, again, big thanks to Red Barat for joining us today. That session up at our website.
Nope, remote control doesn't do a damn thing. Well, my remote control doesn't work either, so I think these are just junk. If I put the battery in, the infrared LED just stays on, and if you push any of the buttons, it just doesn't do anything. So I'm pretty convinced that these remotes are just pure junk. So if you get one of these radios, expect the remote to not work. I don't know if any universal remotes will work, but the company who made this thing is Revo, so maybe they have. So maybe if you can find a remote compatible with Revo products, or a generic universal remote that'll work with it, that might work. But expect to have to go over to the radio and push the buttons on the top of it. So there you go. Might have to find a universal remote for it, but for now I can just use the buttons on the thing.
Here we go. That you don't hear any advertisement. That's because we think it's better.
Well, it picks up WRTI right away. And it picks it up in HD. Very nice. The sensitivity is far better than the Auvio one was. There's HD2. Yeah, this radio is tons better than the other one.
Released 10 billion trillion atoms, or some crazy number.
That's an exact number?
Well, I think it's a grossly exact number.
Okay.
Now, here's the...
Runs on 0.1 watt per square meter, which is very little.
Very nice. It picks up HD extremely well. This thing sounds 10 times better than my old Auvio HD radio ever did. This thing is definitely more worth $30 than that thing was. This thing is fantastic. Here's the country station. Which doesn't appear to broadcast in HD. No, it does. It does. There's a third stream on there. Let's try W on the line. Doesn't seem to pick up HD on that.
The citation of law, the judge made the decision that in this case you could not charge George Zimmerman as the initial aggressor.
And I think that's what the feds might be going after if they choose to.
Anybody, that's the problem.
Right.
You want to slog through an 82-game season.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
And
one shut down both ways between Vermont Road and State Road. This is all because of an accident in the Upper Darby area.
Yeah, it's not picking up HD that well on that station. Really depends. Let's see if it gets Ben FM. Oh wow, that sounds great. Yep, gets HD. This HD radio sounds so much better. So much better. Let's see what other stations we can find.
Come back and save me. Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go? I wanna know, my lovely.
What else we got?
Till it's over, so we put our hands like the ceiling can hold us, like the ceiling can.
Sonelli's 2 o'clock hour is brought to you by Harris Philly, the best concert.
There you go, the oldie station. And HD even. Yeah, that signal kind of goes in and out. 4 streams? Wow.
On Philly's Power 99. The girl name's Killer Chick. Thunderball, so me give it.
You guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you got.
Call 800-378-0096. Kia, the power to surprise.
Wendy's presents Mr. Know-It-All. Wow, I know a great-looking cheeseburger when I see one, and that qualifies.
Oh,
See, what sucks about this is that's the station I want this radio for, but it's not picking it up in HD. And the way I have this set up right now is I just took the loop on the end of this antenna wire and stuck it around this antenna here. Picks up WBEB, but it doesn't pick up the HD portion. So,
I knew I would.
Now that's better.
I participate.
Patient's good health and independence. Get back on your feet and back to your life. Rehab.
Or even the Baconator. Always served fast and fresh.
yeah, that's a shame because that's the station I really wanted to get in HD. But I guess sensitivity. I guess sensitivity really. The sensitivity's better, but the antenna kind of sucks. So I'm thinking I might do something about that. So there you have it. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty nice little radio. The sound out of the radio is much better than the Auvio HD radio was. This is the radio that started to give me problems. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's capacitors or what, but there's something wrong with it. So there you have it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I might figure it out. I might not. But this is a much better fit anyway because look how tiny that is. This thing is adorable. It's smaller than the switch box I have here. It's so cute.
Many times I tried to tell you, many times I cried. Always I'm surprised how well you cut my feelings too. Don't wanna leave you, really. I've missed too much time.
And the sound is great. So there you have it. One unadvertised feature that this HD radio has is it supports decoding C-QUAM Stereo. And on eBay, I bought this for $35. On Amazon.com, it's for around $50 right now. And I don't know how long that's going to last, so if you want a really cheap way to add HD radio and AM stereo to your setup, this is the way to do it. Results may vary with the AC adapter. Mine might quit in the next 10 minutes, I have no clue. I'll let you know and keep using it until then, so there you have it. My remote control does not work, so yeah, the remote controls on these seem to be junk, so expect a broken one when you buy one of these. But otherwise, the radio has pretty good sensitivity on FM stations. I can't say much for AM because in my area, AM is trash. Go take a look at V Westlife's channel for the AM demonstration of this radio. For a good AM demonstration of this radio, I should say. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it. It fits really well into my setup here. It's like a tiny radio. It's just such a tiny radio. The funny part about this, it kind of acts like an alarm clock, even though it's not, which I just find strange. It's like they thought about making an alarm clock, but along the way they thought, no, let's make a component. Let's make a piece of component stereo equipment in the form of a tuner. So, yeah, it's kind of in between those two products, I would say. This is what I'm talking about when it's sort of a multiple personality device where it thinks it's an alarm clock. Let's just try this again. Yeah, this thing just, yeah. Anyway, that is this radio. I decided to try out AM anyway. And the reception here is not good, as you can hear. But I don't get crazy interference noise in AM at all, so maybe I got lucky with the AC adapter and it works just fine. I think the one that V Westlife got might have just been defective. This one seems to work, but if it doesn't, I'm not going to cry about it. I'll just go buy another one. So, there you have it. So far with this radio, I've had good luck with it. More so with FM than AM, but it works great. And it sounds a hell of a lot better than the Auvio did, so I'm pretty happy with it. And it's cheap. The only thing, but its cheapness shows. I mean, you get a remote that doesn't work, and you don't get a real antenna for FM and all that stuff, so, you know, you get what you pay for. But this is the cheapest option I could find to get it into your system and try it out. So if any of you have been wanting to try out HD radio, this is a good way to do it. And if any of you want to get AM stereo into your system that sounds okay, this is another good way to do it. For $35 to $50, I'd say that's totally worth experimenting with. So, there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one, everybody. Ciao.
We never could have come this far. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I take you just the way